TCU. Is this a good move by Mitty to go to some press to sort of maybe get their blood going a little bit?
Well, I think that's what he wanted to do early on, but Badon did a nice job of handling the press. Obviously, Utah's more skilled at handling the press as the season goes on. They saw a lot of this early because of the youth at the guard position, other than Whipple. But remember, Badon hurt them in those first 2 or 3 plays getting to the rim.
And what a pass! Oh, what a pass, Badon to Wachowski.
And that's exactly what Badon did early. She pinpointed passes, made plays going when she had that pressure.
And Wachowski strips away Sverresdottir, gets it back. Fade away by Crawford, gets the friendly roll.
Yeah, and a much-needed basket on the inside for Crawford, who certainly capable of hitting that little turnaround shot at about 5 feet.
TCU shooting just 4 of 17, but a lot of basketball left and only down by 6.
Utah running off a lot of screens. They have a lot of different offensive sets, and what they start with in the beginning of the game, they don't stick with necessarily.
Shot clock at 3. Wachowski into the double team, called for traveling.
Yeah, tough play right there for Wachowski with the shot clock running down. But how about this play from the sophomore Badon to the freshman? You think there's no future for Utah?
That was one pretty bounce pass right there.
And she had all the vision in the world to see that. Nobody pressuring her with the basketball. Great defense by Wachowski. That's an interesting matchup right there. The senior or the junior player of the year and Sverresdottir being guarded by Wachowski.
Here's Badon, long on her 3. Climbing up to get the rebound is LaFleur. Sverresdottir did struggle in the 2 games against Utah, just 2 of 12 3-point shooting. Averaged only 13 points per game.
She had, I believe, 21 or 23 in that second game, which was the 4 overtime game. A lot of points scored there in those overtimes.
Sverresdottir now 0 for 5. Sawyer feeling it on the jump shot today. She's got 11.
Well, and it's not that Halie Sawyer can't knock down that 15-foot shot or shoot the 3-pointer. It's just that she is so reluctant offensively at times to take those shots. Feeling obviously very good here in this game. And again, Utah with rhythm offensively, confidence offensively. They've handled the initial pressure of TCU, and they're running their plays.
Sawyer, 5 of 6 shooting. And a game-high 11. And a push on Carter by...
Minded necessarily, but she's opportunistic. Always around the rim, never taking a break. And you know what? If you're Sverresdottir, you're gonna sag back off me. Heck, I'm taking that shot. I think that's what Halie Sawyer's thinking right now because, you know, she can't be tentative at the offensive end. 11 points, 5 for 6 field goals, 4 rebounds, one of those offensive.
TCU shooting 24%. Happened to my team that went 12 and 4 during conference play. Sverresdottir gets her first basket.
Well, I think what's happened is they're facing a very tough Utah team that gave them a run for their money in Utah with that 4 overtime game. And this is a team that is even more confident at this point in the season. 7-2 TCU is in their last 9 games, but how about 9-2 for Utah in their last 11, and one of those losses, that 4 overtime loss.
Whipple likes this shot. She gets hit by Sverresdottir. And we'll go to the free throw line. The shot attempted was just inside the arc, so it'll be a 2-shot foul.
Well, again, good recognition by Utah, knowing the shot clock was running down. Sverresdottir with a foul right there. Not really able to get into any flow here, and coach calling her over, calling the whole team over.
The officials are going to look at this to make sure it was a 2-point attempt.
Looks like a 3.
It is a 3. So 3 shots coming up for Kaylee Whipple.
It's a little confusing with both of those lines there. The men's line, obviously the black one. The women's line, the white line for 3-pointers.
Whipple with a Mountain West Conference high 45 points in that epic 4 overtime thriller between those two teams February 10th in Salt Lake. 45 points, 7 of 11 on threes. Playing over 50 minutes. And the thing about that 4 overtime game, Andrew, was at what a high level the game was played at. Utah shot over 51%. TCU was at 48%. TCU only had 15 turnovers. We're talking about a 4 overtime game, and these teams played at a crisp, high, efficient level right to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. TCU, we talked about this in the open, but TCU with, I think, 5 or 6 players in double figures. Daughter with over 20. Emily Carter, number 15, with 25. Mangum with the ball. She had 25 as well.
Mangum is the one Lady Frog that has certainly come to play. She's got a team-high 8.
I like her intensity out there. Again, a player that's very, very focused, has a great desire to play well and win. Guarding Whipple right now, tough task.
And a rebounding foul by Whipple, who's working on her follow-through. Another slow start for Whipple, 1 of 8.
And that foul actually was on Wachowski, which is her second foul, so she'll take a seat. Rolniak coming into the game. Could have been probably on Whipple. I mean, those two players crashed the boards very hard. You add Sawyer to that mix, and there's a red jersey always around the rim.
2 fouls for Wachowski, 2 fouls for Messer. And a 3 drained by TK LaFleur. And Eileen Elliott sensing that TCU and watching the Lady Frogs.
Eva Rodriguez doing a great job here in this game. She's had to play extended minutes because of foul trouble with Messer, but an athletic player.
Second chance by Crawford, and throws it away.
That shell-shocked look a little bit off of Jeff Mitty's face now. Looks like his team responding a little bit more. Looks like Crawford needs to come out of the game for a moment. Maybe lost a contact.
The way that Utah plays, they're not necessarily a blow-you-out type of team. You're going to have a chance to get back into the game when you play Utah.
Well, the thing is with TCU, they have 3-point shooters. Anytime you have 3-point shooters that can knock them down, you have a chance to get back in any game.
Into Sawyer. Finding Rodriguez. Up and in.
Wow, she's just got long arms. She's being very active. And how about that for a redshirt freshman? Very calm on the floor here in this first half.
Only averages 3 points per game, but she has 8.
Certainly has talent. Elaine Elliott talks about the fact that she's going to be somebody that people worry about in the future, but is just getting there.
Ball bouncing around, basket full of floor. Down to 5 seconds left. Here goes Badon. Gets a step, going to get a look. Instead, tries to pass. Ivelani Rodriguez are going to be beating you offensively, but 11 for Sawyer, 8 for Rodriguez. 19 of the 27 comes from those 2 players.
Yeah, good.